And with no further ado, I would like to introduce the Secretary General of the United Nations, António Guterres, to start us off.
Excellencies, friends, I'm starting by apologizing for the fact I will not be able to stay until the end, but someone has scheduled the Security Council summit meeting for today at 11, after the summit had been scheduled. And according to the rules, I have to be in the Security Council. So my apologies. But the fact that I will be leaving before the session ends does not mean that I do not consider this an absolute priority in our work this week. Our focus here is on climate solutions, and our task is urgent. Humanity has opened the gates of hell. Horrendous heat is having horrendous effects. Distraught farmers watching crops carried away by floods, sweltering temperatures spawning disease, and thousands fleeing in fear as historic fires rage. Climate action is dwarfed by the scale of the challenge. If nothing changes, we are heading towards a 2.8-degree temperature rise, towards a dangerous and unstable world. But the future is not fixed. It is for leaders like you to write it. We can still limit the rise in global temperature to 1.5 degrees. We can still build a world of clean air, green jobs, and affordable clean power for all. The path forward is clear. It has been forged by fighters and trailblazers, some of whom are with us today. Activists refusing to be silenced, indigenous peoples defending their lands from climate extremes. Chief executives transforming their business models and financiers funding a just transition. Mayors moving towards a zero-carbon future, and governments working to stamp out fossil fuels and protect vulnerable communities. But if we are to meet the 1.5-degree limit and protect ourselves from climate extremes, climate champions, particularly in the developing world, need solidarity. They need support, and they need global leaders to take action. Action to reduce emissions. The move from fossil fuels to renewables is happening, but we are decades behind. We must make up time lost to foot dragging, arm twisting, and the naked greed of entrenched interests raking in billions from fossil fuels. The proposed Climate Solidarity Pact calls on major emitters who have benefited most from fossil fuels to make extra efforts to cut emissions, and on wealthy countries to supporting emerging economies to do so. And the acceleration agenda I have proposed calls on governments to eat fast forward, so that developed countries reach net zero as close as possible to 2040, and emerging economies as close as possible to 2050, according to the principle of common but differentiated responsibilities. And it also urges countries to implement a fair, equitable, and just energy transition while providing affordable electricity to all. By ensuring credible plans to exit coal by 2030 for OECD countries and 2040 for the rest of the world. By ending fossil fuel subsidies, which the IMF estimates reached an incredible $7 trillion in 2022, and by setting ambitious renewable energy goals in line with 1.5-degree limit. The acceleration agenda also calls for climate justice. Many of the poorest nations have every right to be angry. Angry that they are suffering most from a climate crisis they did nothing to create. Angry that promised finance has not materialized, and angry that their borrowing costs are sky high. We need a transformation to rebuild trust. Excellence.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. Governments must push the global financial system towards supporting climate action, and that means putting a price on carbon and overhauling the business models of multilateral development banks so that they leverage far more private finance at reasonable cost to developing countries. All parties must operationalize the loss and damage fund at COP28. Developed countries must meet the $100 billion commitment, replenish the Green Climate Fund, and double adaptation funding. And everyone must be covered by an early warning system by 2027 by implementing the action plan we launched last year. At the same time, the acceleration agenda calls for business and financial institutions to embark on true net zero pathways. Shady pledges have betrayed the public trust. Some companies have even tried to block the transition to net zero, using wealth and influence to delay, distract, and deceive. And this is shameful. Every company that truly means business must create just transition plans that credibly cut emissions and deliver climate justice in line with the recommendations of my high-level expert group. Excellencies, friends, the future of humanity is in your hands, is in our hands. One summit will not change the world, but today can be a powerful moment to generate momentum we can build on over the coming months, and in particular at the COP. We can and we must turn up the tempo, turn plans into action, and turn the tide. I thank you.
Secretary General, and the Secretary General has just laid out the major elements of his acceleration agenda to safeguard the 1.5-degree temperature goal and to deliver climate justice. But today we are here to hear from the first movers and doers, those being first to begin alignment with this ambitious but necessary acceleration agenda. So before we delve in, I would like to remind leaders of the format of this discussion. We ask that the interventions are no more than 3 minutes long.